Hello and welcome to the Chandar Academy. In today's video, we are going to learn how to do a cross product between two vectors of R3. So what you need to know first is that a cross product can be written in the, let's say, French way, x wedge y, but in the English speaking world, we more commonly use x cross y. As its name says, this is a cross product. And the result of a cross product between two vectors of R3 is a vector of R3. So x cross y will belong to R3. And let's remind that x scalar y belongs to R. So you don't have to make the mistake. X cross y, so the vectorial product, the cross product, gives another vector. Now we are going to learn how to do a cross product between two generic vectors of R3, x and y, with their coordinates x1, x2, x3, same thing for y. Let's start by writing the operation. Let's call capital C, like cross product, is equal to x cross y. Is equal to x1, x2, x3 cross y1, y2, y3. Now what I'm going to do is to rewrite the first two coordinates of the vectors down below the already existing vectors. So y, x1, x2 here, and y1, y2 here. Why? Because this is going to be very useful for the calculation. And you're going to see why we call it cross product. So what I'm going to do to calculate the first coordinates of the vector, I'm going to start at the second coordinates of the two vectors. And I'm going to do this operation. x2 times y1, x2 times y1, minus x3 times y2. So x2 times y1 minus x3 times y2. And you see that doing that, I do a little bit of a cross. And I don't forget that this is a minus. Now, for the second one, I will just do the same operation, but one coordinate below. x3 times y1 minus x1 times y3. So x3 times y1 minus x1 times y3. And last but not least, for the third coordinate, I will do x1 times y2 minus x2 times y1. And you see the cross appearing like this. x1 y2 minus x2 y1. And here I have the generic formula for the cross products in R3. But when I'm going to calculate cross products, I will, at your level, always use the cross way to do it, because this is the most simplest way to do it. Okay, I don't have to remember the formula, I just have to remember the method. We are going to apply what we've just seen to the calculation of A, which is a vector and a cross product. So A is equal to 1, 2, 3 cross 1 minus 1, 2. So now how do I do the cross product? I rewrite the first coordinate 1, 2, and here 1 minus 1. And now my cross vector is equal to, I said it earlier, 2 times 2 minus 3 times minus 1. So 2 times 2 minus 3 times minus 1. Second one, I've got 3 times 1 minus 1 times 2. 3 times 1 minus 1 times 2. And lastly, I've got 1 times minus 1 minus 2 times 1. 1 times minus 1 minus 2 times 1. This is the times 2 times 1. And now I just have to do the calculation. A is equal to what? To 4 minus times minus gives plus 3. Second coordinate, we've got 3 minus 2. And last coordinate, we've got minus 1 minus 2. And that gives us 7, 1 minus 3. And we conclude by saying that A is equal to 7, 1 minus 3. And we are done with the exercise. What you need to remember here is not this awful, where is it? You don't have to remember this awful formula. You just have to remember the method and train to not make any mistakes anymore when you apply the method. Hope you enjoyed the video. See you soon. Bye.